Some say revenge is a dish best served cold, but that was 6,000 years ago and we have microwaves today, baby. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And we are Mostly Speaking Sentai. Hello again and welcome to Mostly Speaking Sentai. My name is James Marshland Monster. Find me on the stuff. This is my co-host,
Nicole.
And we are Mostly Speaking Sentai, as I said before. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at MSS Pod and on Instagram at MSS Podcast. You can email us too, msspod@yahoo.com. Today we've got a doozy and a doozy of a guest. He's our guest friend, baby, our West friend, as some people say. You've heard him spoken about on this podcast as well as our sister podcast, I'll Get There. Today we have Wes.
Hello.
Wes, how you doing today?
I'm okay.
Just okay. You said that as if you're not doing fantastic.
No, I'm not fantastic. Okay is really the pinnacle. That's as good as it's gonna get.
Now, a rapper, GPG, once taught me about the lyrical pinnacle, but you're telling me there's a pinnacle of emotions and that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Nicole, what's your pinnacle of emotions? Mine's gnarly Branda, bro.
All right.
Today, we watched 2 episodes of the Dai Ranger series. It's the first in the Kujaku saga. We had the Vengeful Goddess and Don't Be Vain, but flip those around and watch them on Shout Factory TV and their app on smart TVs, or tubetv.com or their apps on smart TVs and smart devices. We'll have links in the description on how to find those. And we're going to try something new today. In past episodes, we weren't giving an order summary. That's a work-related thing. Today, we will be giving an episode summary. For those who haven't watched the episode and aren't planning on watching the episode, you will now know what's kind of going on without having to piece together our batshit ramblings. So, episode summary. In the 2 episodes we watched today, Don't Be Vain and the Vengeful Goddess, Daigo falls head over heels for Kujaku, a peacock lady and the 4th most beautiful creature I've ever seen, just behind a golden extra sauce and extra cheese pizza from Domino's not branded content, Nicole holding Frank in a bee costume, and Nicole all by herself. Our enemy in this episode is a sexist mirror who only wants to eat women because it thinks only women can be vain. I myself don't know about vanity because the only thing I see in the mirror when I look at it is dysmorphia. Mighty Dysmorphia Power Rangers. I'll never be as toned as Mason O'Charzak in a cut tank top landing a 360 shove it off the loading dock at Reese Puffer High School in the 7th grade. I talk about Mason O'Charzak in a lot of podcasts. We find out Kujaku was banished to a mirror by Gara, a member of the metal outfit Gorma Trivium, and Kujaku is out for sweat vengeance, baby. Daigo goes in for his lady and busts that mirror. He's thinking, I'll take 7 years of bad luck for a smooch from this peacock mirror woman. Afterwards, love is in the air and so is the sweat smell of freshly bloomed cherry blossoms, but love soon turns to hate and cherry blossoms soon turn to more cherry blossoms because we've got a tree Gorma on hand. His sweat leaves are making people hit each other. Not like Mochi from Monster Rancher, though, because his cherry blossoms just hit people. Take out the middleman, bro. People are going nuts like girls in the 7th grade when Mason O'Charzak would shred on his Fender Strat, and I would wish I would be that freaking cool. Check out his MySpace page, ladies.
God damn it.
Just so everyone knows, I would call Mason a friend, and I'm being nothing but complimentary to him. For real, he's a good guy. He listens to my music. That's a good guy in my book. But we learned Kujaku is from a time when we spanked our children for being bad. So you know she's going to spank these blossom-raged peoples a good one. But with her feather darts of murder, Daigo and her have a showdown on a rooftop. God, I wish they would smooch, but, this is a kid's show. Daigo meditates, a technique he probably learned from Kaku, and he blows the tree the F up with some sparks. In the end, Daigo talks to a painting of a peacock.
That all happened.
So, I like to ask everyone this. Wes, have you ever seen any Super Sentai?
No, I have not.
What about Power Rangers? Did you watch that as a wee bit?
Of course.
Who was your favorite Ranger?
The White Ranger.
Ooh, which White Ranger?
The first White Tommy.
Oh, Tommy, he's a hunk and a half.
Yeah, I was a
Ew.
I was a Tommy fan.
Did you like him more as White Ranger or Green Ranger?
White Ranger.
Yes. He's got that Kiba sword that talks. I don't know if it talked in the Power Rangers version. In this show, it talks.
Okay.
Maybe it just made like lion noises in Power Rangers. It just went. "Rawr."
Yeah, I think
No,
it was just
went,
a scream.
Meow.
It only purred.
Oh, that would be amazing. No matter what emotion it was feeling, no matter what was going on, you could just hear them inputting a purr noise every single scene Tommy's in. And they're like, you're listening to it and you're like, what was that low rumble? And everyone's like, oh no, that's just the Kiba sword purring. So, what'd you think of this?
I thought it was interesting.
I would like to say that the Kujaku episodes, there was one specifically that I had picked out for you, but it wasn't one of these two.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most Dragon Ball Z-esque. Like, I was specifically trying to find one. And when the second episode of these two started, when they were feeding the birds, I was like, I am so sorry that I'm making you watch this, Wes. Of just them being like, she's so excited to see birds again. Because I guess the mirror dimension didn't have birds.
I mean, she was in the mirror dimension. She's a bird.
Yeah. But she's a human bird.
Okay. Distinction.
Like, you wouldn't call like a frogman a frog. He's a frogman.
So she's a bird lady.
Yeah, she's a bird lady.
Okay. That's fair.
She's a peacock lady.
And that's why she's feeding birds, because that's what bird ladies do.
I bet she reads a lot of pickup artist stuff because she's peacocking all the time.
She's just a grifter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, grifters aren't pickup artists. I mean, like, she's trying to pick up dudes.
Oh.
So she's peacocking. That's one of the.
Right.
You have to make yourself noticed.
Right. So, what's that guy's name? The Green Ranger?
Daigo.
He owns a pet store, and I was like, maybe they like each other so much because he's like an animal person and she's a bird.
Yeah, that could be it. But he wants to just cage her up and just keep her confined, which he kind of does.
What?
He was mansplaining revenge to her. I was like, hey, when he's like, oh my God, why are you trying to put your emotions so forth into beating Gara up? You need to kind of hold back and like think about this. And she was like, no, I was trapped in a mirror for 6,000 years. Let me murder this person. She had all the right to be as angry as she was.
Yeah.
I mean, 6,000 years isn't that long. It's just a little bit of time.
That's 6 millennia. That's 60 decades. Is it? No.
No.
That would be 600. It's 600 decades.
Yeah, short little. It's a nap.
It's 60 centuries. That's what I was looking for. What if she was just napping that entire time? She just went into a 600 or a 6,000 hibernation.
Well, I mean, what else would she do?
Just stew and be pissed.
Just be mad, angry.
She's just writing angsty poetry.
Oh my God. Can we talk about how gross the mirror guy is?
Yeah, I wrote down. He's a Lickitung ripoff, but he's worthy in battle, unlike Lickitung, the Pokemon.
Pokemans. I don't know. I'm taking Lickitung.
Yeah, because Lickitung's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a dinosaur guy, so he might have teeth.
I thought it was like interesting that because most of the like Gormo monsters are people that turn into a monster.
Oh yeah.
But he was just a mirror monster that turned into a Gormo monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really need to transform. He was already a demon
mirror,
thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you think they were commenting on like men need to be masculine men
For
when
sure.
when that guy started like looking in the mirror and they were like, 6,000 years ago only women were vain.
I mean, yeah, that's what his thing
Do you think the writers
or hers
were trying to say, hey,
I don't know what
boys
the gender
watching,
of the mirror
don't be
is.
metro, be manly.
That's what I got out of it.
Basically saying if you look into a mirror, you're not manly.
I gotta quit looking into mirrors. If I see a doctor and
That's
he
what
has
your problem's been this whole time.
if I see a doctor and he has that little mirror bandana on,
I don't think they use those anymore. I don't think those are a thing.
also I don't think
Bandana?
a headband.
Fuck.
It is a headband.
A mirror
sorry.
bandana.
Sorry. You know, the headband with the mirror on it.
Oh my god.
Like maybe a dentist would have that still.
No.
I haven't been to a dentist in like 10 years, so I don't know.
I don't think that when I went, they
They've
didn't
never had those.
In movies, I've seen them with that.
In Little Shop of Horrors
Yes,
is
that's
probably where you
that's
saw it, and that's
specifically what I'm
it.
thinking of.
In movie, they had that.
a movie, singular.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the part where he pulls the peacock feather? Daigo pulls the peacock feather out of his back pocket, and nobody like noticed that he had a peacock feather in his back pocket the whole time.
Yeah, because it would have poked out unless he like folded it up neatly.
It was perfect.
But
It was
yeah.
pristine condition. I
Yeah.
don't. Like,
Well, maybe because he like owns a pet shop, they're just like, yeah.
that's Daigo
Oh,
being
yeah,
Daigo.
Yeah.
But no, on that point, if they were like, oh yeah, he owns a pet store, but then they would have to be like, wait, when did you get a peacock in?
When did the peacock shipment come in?
This would have totally been something you would have been excited to tell us. Is, hey, the pet store now has a peacock. That would be like an attraction to have. When I was a kid, Nicole, you've been here next to Outer Limit Comics or across the street. There was an exotic pet store, and which just meant it had snakes and like lizards. But it was a huge deal for us to like go in, and they had like the atmosphere like set to like low lighting, and they had cool like kind of jungle fauna on the ceiling to make it look spooky and in the atmosphere. So yeah, if they had a peacock, it would have been a huge deal for the entire neighborhood.
Especially because I was looking it up, and those are like endangered.
Peacocks are?
The kujaku.
Okay. Oh, so kujaku is a type of peacock? Okay.
Which is weird that they chose like not to translate that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's because it was probably because it was her name. Like Rio.
But in Japanese, it would be peacock. It wouldn't be kujaku.
But like,
You know what I mean?
but like Rio probably means something, but it's his name. So they're like, well, how you're phonetically saying it is still Rio. I don't know.
I guess I kind of get what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know, guys.
Like in some animes where they're like, broken down, it means moon,
Yeah.
nighttime. I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense, but this isn't the name podcast. This is mostly speaking Sentai, and on that, this is the most we've talked about a Sentai episode on any of the episodes so far. This is a record. People are probably like chanting that there was that like, oh, whoa, he's talking about an exotic pet store, but then we got right back to it.
I thought I don't think I've been to that place.
To Outer Limits?
The pet store.
Oh no, the pet store isn't there anymore. I'm just saying that general area. It was
You're just
right
saying
next
I've
to
been
it.
to Outer Limits?
Yeah. So like you know
Okay.
what Outer
Okay.
Limits is, a comic book store in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's a
Okay.
good comic book
I thought
store.
you were going to talk about, because my mom was just talking about it when we were in Michigan. That guy that lives like 2 miles from her house who has a peacock farm.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Why do you have a peacock farm?
What happens on a peacock farm?
I don't know.
Probably a lot
They
of
just
feather
hang out.
pulling. That would be a nice quill to have. What if I told you, Wes, that I started writing raps in peacock quill?
They should
Fucking would too.
they should sound fancy. You gotta have some elegance. You have to
No.
wrap them with your pinky up.
Oh.
You have to.
Next time I perform live, I will keep my pinky up.
Oh my god.
But no, they wouldn't be elegant. They'd still be just raps about my dick. And,
Oh my.
I mean, peacock.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
oh no, I'd be rapping about peacocking.
yeah.
Wes, when you're at a bar, how do you make yourself notice to the ladies?
I don't. See, what I do the opposite. You're so standoffish, you're so mysterious that attention just gravitates to you.
And
Mhm.
I will validate that has worked for Wes because we wanted Wes to think we were cool at work. Monse, Courtney, and I all wanted him to think we're cool. We were like, oh, Wes, all we know about him is one thing. I won't say that on the podcast.
He likes big cookies.
Okay.
Nicole knows it. So
That's not a euphemism.
that's what kind of Daigo does. He's standoffish and mysterious, except when it comes to Kujaku. He's thirsty for a smooch.
Yeah, a little too thirsty. He did too much.
I think it might, even though like he should stand back a little bit, I think it's because of the rainbow key he's drawn to that aura.
I could see that.
So he's like, oh my
And
God.
because
Like,
she's a bird.
'Cause she's
yeah.
a bird.
well, the other person he falls for is not, it's a living creature that isn't a human. It's a plant.
I'm sorry, what?
Remember he falls for that cactus?
No.
Okay,
No.
there's a later episode where he falls for a cactus ghost girl.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we made fun of how he, like, always falls for...
Unavailable women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
story of my
yeah.
life. I'm being serious. I go on Facebook Messenger. Nicole's never unavailable.
James, you live together.
Yeah, oh my God, this is happening again. Even though you live with someone, you have to put in the work to keep the relationship going. Actually, we recorded out of order, so the next episode, someone will have said that. Literally.
Spoilers.
Yes. Yesterday, someone said, you guys live together. My point was even dumber than her being on unavailable. But yeah, you guys will hear that in a week from now. Technically, from now, it's like in 3 months because we are recording a lot to be ready for this podcast to release.
You could say they're in pre-queue.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
That's work lingo. By the time this is out, I will not be working at that place. Wesley, aren't you excited?
No, I'm not. It will be very empty without you. No one will harass me about the regular size cookies that I eat.
No, what?
They are not big.
No, Monse will harass you.
Oh, yeah, she'll
No, well-
definitely.
After trading me away from her team, I don't think she's gonna harass me.
I thought you were going to say no one will be sending me Reverb Nation ad links to random rappers because that's what I do.
Also, yes.
Or so we work at a customer service place where we handle emails, and people will just send us. Random people will send us links to their music pages, and a goal of mine has always been if I see one of these emails, I will click on that link and listen to their CD. One time, all the time, they're not good. But one Sunday morning, I was opening and someone sent one, and it sounded like it was recorded for a mixtape in like 2002, and the person had only ever heard of Big L. They thought that they didn't even know what rap music was. They thought the genre was Big L because he rapped exactly like Big L, used vernacular like Big L, and all of their references were early 2000 references. They never mentioned Facebook. They never mentioned Instagram. They said they referenced Osama bin Laden. They didn't even reference like a current like ISIS they could have referenced. It was bonkers. But I sent that to Wes and said, you need to listen to this because this is pretty good.
It wasn't good.
Wait, did you listen to it?
I tried to.
Oh, I listened to the entire 17-song album on YouTube.
Yeah, that
Wow.
wasn't gonna happen. No.
Yeah, he kind of forces me to.
Oh,
Just by like proximity, like he'll just play it on the speaker while I'm home.
can't get away.
Okay, yeah, that's not. I thought you were going to say like I force you, like, oh my god, you have to listen, but it's just
Yeah,
on in the
you are.
background.
You're like, Nicole, you have to listen to this, and you'll just play it on the speakers whether I want to listen to it or not.
That's mainly with podcasts, though.
No,
How am
no,
I?
it's not.
What songs am I making you listen to?
I don't know. I don't
There are-
want to know.
There are some times when I'll say, hey, you have to listen to this Sean Price rhyme scheme, and that's about it. Maybe that one Twisted song a year or so ago, I was like, you should watch the music video, and you enjoyed it, which I was surprised to you saying you enjoyed anything horrorcore related. Nicole doesn't like horrorcore. I enjoy horrorcore.
I'm gonna go with Nicole on this one.
You don't even like freaking Flatliners or Gravediggers? You know the RZA from Wu-Tang?
Yes.
He was in a horrorcore group. And Prince Paul from De La Soul, he was in it too.
You know, that's good for them, but it's not for me.
Oh, Brother Lynch hung?
Mm-mm.
You gotta listen to Brother Lynch.
Mm-mm.
One kid was listening to him while smoking marijuana in the 90s, then started playing Russian roulette. Guess what? You die if you play Russian roulette by yourself. There's no point in doing that. I play Russian roulette with all chambers filled, baby.
Jams.
Filled with freaking water because it's just a squirt gun.
My goodness.
Okay, let's get back to this show.
Cherry Blossom Vicant is the coolest.
It's pretty dope. I like his one eye. They all have one eye. And
The trunk is like a fancy suit.
Oh yeah.
It's so cool.
I was trying to like think of what he reminds me of, kind of like a hobbit or something that would be in Lord of the Rings because of how he's dressed and just the color scheme.
No,
Or-
you're wrong.
Did I say the Hobbit or Lord
you
of the
did.
Rings? It's either. The Silmarillion.
You're wrong.
That
No, it's from the... No, because I told you were like... When I first watched this with you, you were like, Viscount?
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, no, it's Vicant. Like, and the only reason why I know that is because of Phantom of the Opera.
which I have that down. I have Phantom of the Opera down on my notes. Who was the Vicomte on?
Raoul.
Raoul is her love interest, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think it would have been better or worse if we put Cherry Blossom in his place?
Oh my God.
Don't scream into the microphone.
No, because then it'd just be two villains.
No. Or actually, in Love Never Dies, it would have been better if Cherry Blossom was
Oh,
in that
hell
place because it would have
yeah.
made sense of Raoul doing a heel turn.
Hell yeah.
Wes is like, I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
I would love to do a Love Never Dies podcast where we just watch Love Never Dies. It would have to be like a 10 episode mini series where we just watch it
You
10
mean
times.
a one episode?
No.
Why?
What if we could get Andrew Lloyd Webber on the podcast? Could we make it two? Like we do one, just us two, and then the other Andrew Lloyd Webber
Just turn
gets
on the commentary and say he's here.
We need to watch that Blu-ray. We have it on
We
Blu-ray.
really do. I wanted to save it and just like have a bunch of people over, but never really happened.
We could do it now. We just didn't want to do it in the summertime.
No, yeah, and like our ceiling caved in.
Oh yeah.
It was a
Your
whole
ceiling
thing.
caved in?
Our ceiling caved in, and then our management group wasn't doing anything about it for a while. They were kind of like pussyfooting around on it to the point where I made a diss song to them and made a video for it. You've never seen that, Wes?
No.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, we made a music video just asking them to fix our roof.
And
it got like 1,000 views.
yeah. The main manager at our apartment group, he called me and was like, "Hey, is this James?" And I said, "Yeah, this is James." And he said, "Oh, I'm so and so from such and such. I heard you're having some issues, and I see that you're a little upset with us." I was like, "Yeah, like here's the deal." And then he was like, "Well, first I saw the video, and even though I work for this company, I gotta admit it was really funny." And he gave me props for being very respectful. He was like, "It could have been nothing but F-bombs." And I was like, "Well, I work in customer service, and if the angrier someone is, also you're going to have to come to our apartment. If I'm like sounding like I'm violent, you're not going to want to come."
Very true.
I'm just going to be super nice and kind of a sarcastic ass about it, and then you'll come over and be like, "Hey, we see that this is an issue. We're going to get it handled right away." And they did. And to that place, I'll give them a shout out. ICM Properties in Chicago. I think you're a good company.
Okay. Bokeh.
Bokeh. We say that so much on the other podcast. Bokeh. Well, let me get into some notes. First, I wish I could find Nicole in stores using Key Aura like Daigo could find Kujaku with Rainbow Aura. I would just have to like focus real hard and go, and then all of a sudden I can see Nicole instead of trying to call her over and over again, knowing it's on vibrate in her like backpack and I can't find her. So I have to just go aisle by aisle looking like a weirdo, panicked trying to find someone.
Panicked.
But also giggling in between because I'm listening to a comedy podcast.
It's so embarrassing, like riding the train and the bus with you because you just laugh so loud. Like you don't even, like you kind of try, but not really.
I don't like.
So it's just you just laughing super loud and then everyone's just like staring at us.
Well, I don't care if someone is like, if you're going to be upset that I'm being joyful, screw off. I thought you were going to say it's easy for me to find James in a store because he's constantly giving me like a Marco Polo with his laughter.
No, because I can hear your keys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually why.
So many people at work hate that. Like I can feel them like tense up when they hear my keys because I think that I'm like a manager at their old work who always had keys on, who was like micromanaging them.
I mean, you're a micromanager now.
Well, I'm not a micromanager. Absolutely not. There was a long time.
When you were at the control center or whatever.
Oh my God.
For sure.
There was a long time where people on reviews for our company would say, "Oh, they micromanage them." And I was like, "What does that mean, guys?" And they were like, "Oh, well, here's this." And I was like, "I still don't get it. We don't do that." And they're like, no, James, let me explain what micromanaging is. And it took like 10 explanations for me to understand what micromanaging is. Because I was like, we don't do that. And they're like, okay, well, our department doesn't do it, but other departments do it. And I was like, okay, well, what do you mean? I think our friend Tyler Bergquist, MC Deep, explained it to me. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Our boy Slider just had to explain it to us. His nickname's Slider because it was Burger because his name's Bergquist. But then he got lap band surgery and now he's tinier. So Nicole was like, he's a slider now.
Oh.
A tiny burger.
Mini burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a freaking
Clever.
White Castle.
I like White Castle.
White Castle's good. I mean, if I ate meat, it's good.
Oh. I only can eat White Castle after 12 a.m.
I thought you were going to say I can only eat White Castle after a freaking stogie,
Okay.
bro. Ooh, that's some good White Castle.
No.
Hey,
What?
James, Who is the Ho Ranger? Who? Wow.
Ho-Oh,
Yeah.
Reen.
Okay. Because that's also like a type of peacock.
Oh, it is? I thought it was a phoenix.
I thought it was a Pokemon.
Her her like animal is a phoenix, but like when I was looking up Kujaku, it is like a different breed of peacock.
Okay. Well, then why wouldn't Reen be
I have no idea.
involved
Yeah,
more
I don't
with
know.
that? Okay, we got when Wes brought up how he had the peacock feather in his pocket, when Kujaku said, "Oh, just like look at the feather and you can find me." I was like, man, he totally smooches that at night.
Oh, that's gross.
He's like, "Oh, I just love you so much." Like looking at in a yearbook and just pining over someone over the summer and be like, "Oh, Serena Nastasi, you're so attractive. I wish we were together." Just dropping full names of people I went to high school with.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What? I didn't know you in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
You
me in
still
high
wish
school.
you were with them.
No, I don't. I was never with Serena Nastasi.
I said you wish.
Yeah, but you said still with them.
Still wish.
Okay, now
you were with them.
I don't, though. Serena Nastasi's brother, though, Kenny, he's super cool. I love seeing him when I go back home. If I get the chance to see him.
Okay, literally no one knows what you're talking about.
He
Can we
brightens
please
up my
change
week.
the subject?
Brightens up my week.
Wes is kind of like the
God.
Kenny Nastasi of Chicago. When I see you, it brightens up my week.
I'm honored. I don't do
Yeah.
anything. I just, stand there mysteriously.
I guess I'm just chop liver.
No, like, you brighten up my life, you know? You're like a rainbow aura to my freaking Shoji. Because Shoji can't see it. I guess Daigo. But I don't want to be
Ooh,
Daigo.
what about Kaku in this episode?
Kaku, I did say in the summary that Daigo might have learned meditation from Kaku. He's constantly seeing him do it. But I did say that Kaku was lounging like a kangaroo.
Oh my god.
And Wes, have you ever seen that picture of a kangaroo lounging like Kaku did, but like you can see his like testicles and all of that?
No.
Oh,
No.
It was a big it was one of the a first internet meme of people just sending that to each other. Like a super relaxed lounging kangaroo, but he's spread wide.
No,
It was on
never seen
Nicole
that.
has seen it because of College University used it, and their mascot is a kangaroo, and he gives someone an autograph, and it's that picture, and it just says "Love Punchy," and it's just that picture. What do you think of what did you think of Kaku, the little bit we saw of him?
I don't know. He was really weird to me.
Yeah, well,
That's
a
one of those
consensus.
a leader that isn't really leading. He's kind of just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I so badly want the first episode. We asked people to tweet us to say what they think of Kaku, because we want to know if anyone likes him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they do. I'm just checking to see how my levels still are.
Yeah, comment if you are a fan of Kaku and why, because no one agrees with you.
No one agrees. You're on your own.
If you would like Kaku as an uncle or a father figure, let us know in some comments. Tweet at us, MSS
No,
Pod.
I feel like, at least especially in this episode, that he's like an older brother that just
yeah.
that just is super lame, but just really wants to be in this group
Yeah.
of his siblings' friends, but just acts super cool.
Especially how he's lounging. I could see on the Goldbergs, Barry would be lounging like that, but he would come up to them and actually do something cool. Remember the episode they were playing Dungeons and Dragons? It's a great episode.
Yeah.
Yep, lost me again.
Oh, Wes, you got to get in on this. I have a lot of notes. First, we got that NBC plug. because it's a peacock. And, you know, a mirror is finally swallowing all the pretty women. And I was like, hey, finally the women get swallowed. Am I right?
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
It's progressive. Oh, the peacock sounded like Minya from, like the son of Godzilla.
It didn't. It sounded like a peacock.
No, it sounded. A kid once told me how Minya sounds. It sounds kind of like a getaway car from someone robbing a bank. It goes. That's from a Godzilla movie. The worst Godzilla movie.
What kid told you this?
The kid on the Godzilla movie.
Oh my.
Oh, what? You acted like.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh my God.
Oh, Shoji doesn't give a fuck when people are going crazy from the cherry blossom
He's just
leaves.
punching everyone.
They're like, we have to keep them safe, and you just hear a punch noise and Shoji decking someone. He's like, what are you talking about? That's not an option here. We have to defend ourselves.
Very,
He's
very
decking
fair.
them
I think I
hard.
would have been punching too.
Me too. Nicole, would you have punched some people?
No, I was just thinking, like, why were they even trying to, like, they couldn't have really done anything because it's like the cherry blossoms are making them do it. So separating them isn't going to make them stop. They're just going to keep punching. So they're not helping at all. They're just getting in the way.
But no, well, what it was making sure no one was getting hurt. Like, if they separate the people, they could be flinging fists in the air at no one, opposed to just punching people.
I guess. So her, like, peacock feathers, it seemed like she was murdering everyone, but, like, she did it to Daigo and he was pretty much fine.
I think
and
it might
obviously still alive.
It might sedate them. Except one of them
But
got
then,
it
like,
right
why was
in the
he
skull.
so mad about it?
I don't know. Because he's mansplaining how revenge should be.
Because then, like, she was helping.
I know. Maybe he just got scared of the woman he fell in love with is kind of edgy.
I don't know.
Nah.
Nah.
Like someone who would shop at Hot Topic and get a Johnny the Homicidal Maniac tattoo. That kind of edgy.
At Hot Topic?
No, at Hot
Getting a tattoo
Oh my
at
God.
Hot Topic.
What if Hot Topic should be selling temporary tattoos of like Invader Zim shit.
They probably have.
Yes. I'll Google it. Master Mirror Makeup that's his name, right?
Yeah, it's really long.
He's Jack and Tien style with that solar flare shit.
Yeah. I saw that.
Wes was like, hey, you only have one eye. You need 3 eyes to do that.
It's true.
Wes loves Dragon
And
Ball.
just blows up an entire building.
Because
For
it's,
no reason.
it's covered in mirrors, and when he burps, mirrors explode.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
And it just the mirrors project at people's faces and cut them up.
Yep, still not making any sense.
It made a lot of sense to me, dollars and cents, because this show makes cash money. It does. It gets hundreds of viewers, if not thousands.
Okay.
Bokeh. We kind of touched on it, but I wrote down Daigo is horny for a bird.
Yeah.
Yes, we've established that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that said she isn't a bird.
Yeah. But no, when he's looking at the peacock feather, he's
Oh
like,
my God.
Yo.
he's pining for that. He's blowing up mirrors. Oh, when he flies in the rainbow clouds for a split second.
Yeah.
That's when he was like,
Yeah.
and then it was just like rainbow, and did he transport somewhere?
Yeah, I think he transported. Like Jason Statham.
No, like the
Oh.
Gorma do.
The Gorma don't transport, they teleport.
Okay, then he teleported.
Yeah. the opacity of them goes to 0, and then it goes back to 100%.
If it's like the transporter, where's his sexy Russian sidekick?
Does he have a sexy Russian sidekick?
Yeah.
Is it a male or female sexy sidekick?
A lady.
Okay.
A lady.
You could have a sexy male sidekick.
I wish.
Oh my God. You don't think Franklin is sexy? Because he's your sidekick.
No, I don't.
No.
Now, could you have a sexy Russian side piece?
Oh my. What?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Wes reaction is him going, oh my God.
What?
I hear it maybe 3 times at work each day.
Yeah.
That's
feel like
probably
you-
like your goal.
Yeah,
It
he
is.
goes out of his way.
Yeah.
The funniest.
Or it's a jam snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, those two.
Yeah.
The time I stood up and said, hey, Wes, you swivel around. This was like one of the first times you ever did it. And I go, what's this? And then I do the dab thing. And because I didn't know the name of it.
Yeah.
And that will be internalized in a Crumb Bums comic because now Nicole knows
God
what you
damn
look
it.
like.
Okay, that's fair.
It's written. I sent it to you, Nicole.
I can't believe you asked and then I actually drew
Oh, yeah.
Frank dressed as Squidward dabbing.
I can't believe you did it either.
I want you to do like a super polished version of it.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yes. And then we can release it
Unfortunately.
on Halloween, All Hallows Eve. This episode's coming out far past Halloween. Halloweeny. What other stuff do we got? Is the Buddha painting at the end a painting of Kujaku? Or is that a Buddha with a peacock in front of the Buddha?
What are you talking about?
You know the painting at the end that
the like scroll?
yeah.
Are
Because
you
I'm
saying wait, I'm confused.
because what do you think that picture is of?
It's a Buddha with a peacock.
Okay, because I was like,
Yeah.
he was talking as if it was Kujaku, which I always thought it was a picture of a Buddha with a peacock in front of it. And then I was like, if this is Kujaku, it is not capturing her beauty. Like I said, fourth most
No,
beautiful thing I've
she-
ever seen.
She was given the power from the Buddha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because also, like in later episodes, this whole thing's confusing because in later episodes, I thought she trained with that Buddha, but in this one, it's saying she is a Buddha. Well, onto another thing. The
Yeah.
Phantom Zone that Daigo brings up, it's dope, and I wish we lived in it. Just think if it was always
I don't
like,
remember that.
the Phantom Zone, like when they're showing the mirrors at everyone and there's smoke around.
Yeah.
I wish we lived in that. Just think of how great it would be if like everything was darkness outside, but like there was some light from above and just like fog everywhere. It kind of reminds me of Zerum. I always get it messed up when they go into that alternate.
Just go completely US and say Zyram.
Okay. Zyram. Which I think is how I used to pronounce it until one of the panels mentioned it. I was like, oh, we've been saying it wrong. Or the movie said it, and we were like, oh, we're saying it wrong.
Oh.
Did you know Godzilla isn't pronounced Godzilla? It's pronounced Godzilla. That's a reference to Godzilla movies.
And Rodan is Radon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. The fight scenes between the Mirror and Daigo were so dope.
Dubs are better than subs.
Dubs are better than subs.
Hashtag dubs are better than subs.
Guys, do not hashtag that. That's the only thing that gets social media engagement are people saying, yeah, man, dubs are better than subs.
No, if anything, they'd be like, fuck dubs, man. Just everyone's super pissed.
You want to know my favorite kind of dubs? Freaking dub sack, son.
Oh,
That's a 20 sack of weed.
jams.
Oh, I thought you were just saying dubstep wrong.
No. Ruseo, he's the drag daddy, you know? He's a dragon and he's the daddy of all the key beasts. He's
And
a drag
The
daddy.
daddy of drag.
Yeah. We were talking about how like I wish I had like a best friend group like the Die Ranger, even though they are kind of codependent, because in this episode and other episodes, when someone's trying to like
they're
flirt with
peeking
someone
from behind a tree.
they're like, I was like, oh, what if we were all on motorcycles just going around town? It would be Wes, it'd be Monse, Courtney, myself, Nicole, and then we'd have Frank on a sidecar. Wind flowing through his flowing through his fur, I should say, and he'd be screaming the entire time because he doesn't like being outside of the house. What else? I was like, hey, he'd be kind of like Kaku, but worth having around. Just think if Frank was our like master and he was trying to teach us stuff. What do you think he would teach us?
He'd just send everyone out to get tuna.
He likes tuna. He likes mixed grill too. I don't know what is in mixed grill, but what kind of meats it is, but he likes it.
Okay. Bokeh.
He either likes salmon or too much or hates salmon because he's always throwing it up. But he loves eating it. Like, he loves eating it. So I think he likes the taste, but
scarfs it down.
He's just like, give me that salmon dinner. And he just like goes,
Ew.
Okay.
bokeh.
Okay.
What else do we have? So the mirror, they said, was swallowing women for energy. If you could swallow something and gain energy from it, what would it be?
Food.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Pretty sure that's already what we do.
I know that. I was just hoping you guys would say food.
Damn it.
But what kind? What's your favorite food? I guess
Pizza.
I like pizza.
you like a nice za, Wesley.
A nice what?
A nice za,
A nice what?
za,
A nice what?
za.
I don't know what that is.
Pizza.
Okay.
You know it's za. Pizza.
Z or za?
Za.
Okay. No. I don't know. I have a favorite dessert. Does that
What's your
count?
favorite dessert?
Anything that's red velvet flavored.
Ooh, what
Yeah,
about a
dessert
red
is
velvet
food.
big cookie?
No. All of the cookies that I eat are regular sized. They're not big.
Yes, they are. They are gigantic.
They are regular sized.
When I see Wes eat a regular sized cookie, he'll kind of like mash 4 of them together and just kind of like put the crumbs of it into his mouth, and he's like, "That's a big size cookie."
that does not happen.
Oh my
It happens
God.
minimum once a week
That
because
does not-
the other 6 days he has a big cookie on hand.
That does not happen.
I wish it would happen. If I saw you, I would be grossed out because I don't like eating food with my hands. But if you were to just like take 4 Chips Ahoy cookies and just like mash them in your hands and just hold your hands above your face and just let the crumbs fall into your mouth and to the sides of your mouth, because all of it wouldn't get in unless you had a funnel. Does a funnel come into play here? Yeah, you're just beer bonging big cookies,
Oh
dude.
my God.
But little cookies made to be big cookies. You also will, I've seen you
It
take,
wouldn't be a big cookie then. It would just be a bunch of crumbs.
I see you take like a fine confectioner frosting to kind of like glue them together to make a big cookie.
That doesn't happen.
You know, like a Chinese checkerboard? That's what you make out of like cookies. You make that kind of shape.
Okay.
Bokeh. He loves the big stuff.
Damn it. Okay, you said we were doing the Kujaku story arc, but like she's in other episodes.
Oh no, I'm saying like the first 2 of the story arc.
Okay.
Because the
okay.
other ones are like in like
Okay.
5 episodes, then like a couple are later, and later like it goes. We touch base with Kujaku throughout the series.
Yeah.
Much like I touch base with my brother. I'm kidding. I haven't talked to him in 5 years.
All right.
I wish we would touch base
Just
here
air
and
out.
there.
Let's just air out all our dirty laundry.
Ooh, you want
Maybe
to know?
Michael Myers will show up because he loves playing in laundry.
You want to know what dirty laundry I love airing out?
No.
No, yeah, we
No.
don't want to know.
No.
I like airing out my dirty laundry after I make a nice rap song because I'm sweating as hell.
Pretty sweat.
You should
Sweat
see
boy.
my stuff after I rap a song, Wesley.
I don't I don't think you should.
You should give me a hug after I rap a song. I'm just dripping sweat, like that Nelly song, I think. Or no, I'm thinking of that David Banner song. You know, drip sweat, come work it with it.
No.
Make your pussy drip sweat. He says that on
he
his
does.
Whisper song.
He does.
At first, for a song, like it's one of the first rap songs I've heard that is like focused on making a female have an orgasm.
Is that what we're doing now?
Is that?
Yeah, we talk about rap music on this show sometimes. Like
All
Sean
right.
Price. Everyone right now, YouTube Sean Price. Listen to Refrigerator P, the album cut from Imperious Rex. You'll love it. It's fantastic. Everyone should be listening to Sean Price. What else do we got on these notes, though, guys? If you could swallow something for energy, what? Hey, if you guys could swallow something
Oh
for
my fucking God.
Oh, yep. We got that. Revenge is a dish best served cold. How about we warm it up, baby?
Okay, so hug, marry, kill. Wes. Hug, marry, kill. Cherry Blossom Pecan. The gross mirror thing as the gross mirror with a big tongue.
Oh God.
Or a peacock.
I'm killing the mirror, master mirror
Yes.
makeup. I'm hugging the peacock and marrying the cherry blossom.
You would marry.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little spicy.
Yes.
Same for me. But play my version of it.
No.
No.
It's too like visual.
My version of it is finger, marry, kill.
Okay. Yep.
So in your version, he would finger a peacock.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You dog, Wes.
oh that's...
You get down.
Hey, you know, I am who I am.
I'm glad
Oh
you
my
didn't say
God.
kill because, as Nicole said, it's an endangered animal.
Yeah.
Bouquet.
Okay.
What are my three?
Oh, you want to do it? Okay. Okay, the cherry blossom vicant.
All right.
Is it vicant or viscount? I think it's viscount.
You are the one who has seen.
It's viscount. Okay, cherry blossom mirror, but as the eyeball version.
Oh, I thought he had the eyeball version
No, he
too.
had the tongue
okay.
version. You have the eyeball version.
Damn.
Wait, do we ever see the cherry blossom guy as like
A
its
different
original
thing?
form?
No, like
That's
not as a
weird.
human.
I would like to see that. Ooh, fan art. Draw it, guys.
Fan art.
No, you
Draw
you
it, James's
draw it.
mom.
That's our only fan.
Okay. Vicant mirror as the eyeball and Daigo.
I'd finger Daigo.
Wow.
I'd marry the mirror guy and kill the cherry blossom because Nicole has allergies, and I don't want that around the house.
But we wouldn't have any mirrors because he'd just break them all.
Yeah, we don't need mirrors.
Yeah, you do.
Did you know the eyes are the mirror to the soul?
What? I was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, no.
It's a one-way mirror.
No.
I think are we on to our star thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, we're at an hour, so yeah. Wesley, hey, you've heard the podcast before, right?
Yes.
So each of the Dairanger have a special ability. It's one of their stars. They have, fire, wind, phantom, gravity, time. If you were a ranger, what would your special power be, and what color ranger would you be?
I would be
Wes, have you been thinking about this ever since you heard the first episode?
No, I have
Yeah,
not.
he has.
I would be a golden ranger,
Okay.
and my special power.
In real life, your special power is friendship.
I don't think that's my special power.
No, his special power is making regular sized cookies look really big.
Oh my God, Wes, I just realized you have very small hands.
No.
I know, I'm kidding.
No, actually.
You're like that Whopper Jr. commercial.
Oh my.
You're the cookie star.
Wes just walks out after we demand he's the cookie star.
Oh my God.
My special power would be mind control.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Try it right now. I'm staring right at you. Try it.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Are you telling me to
You feel it?
do whatever I'm doing right now?
No.
Okay. What were you trying to make me do?
I wasn't really thinking anything.
Okay, darn it.
Well, then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was thinking about starting to make a big cookie.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, we totally could have made a big cookie. I got a bunch of cookie dough in the fridge.
We got big cookie dough in the
Dang.
fridge.
I'm glad that you didn't, although I appreciate it.
Dang.
We one day. When's your birthday?
I don't think I should tell you now.
Don't-
That
well, now I won't be at work probably unless it's within the next 2 weeks.
it's not.
Yeah, my plan was always on your birthday to get you a cookie cake.
You mean a cookie pizza?
Yeah, or it's either.
It's either.
They were huge when I was in like maybe second or third grade. Every single birthday we went to had a cookie cake. It was insane. Just for some reason, all the moms in our school were like, "Oh my, everyone wants a cookie cake," and they gave us cookie cakes.
Like individual cookie cakes?
No, like they were a huge cookie cake.
Oh.
I bet in the box of all the photos that my mom gave me, there's a cookie cake picture. I swear, if I find it, we'll release it
Probably.
with this episode. Cookie cake master.
Okay.
So mind control and gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Would you
No. Whatever. No. I wouldn't.
mind control our freaking president to start doing a good job?
No.
Oi, 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 oi. Shack, 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 shack.
Or would you mind control the person behind the counter at a gas station to give you a freaking lottery ticket so you could make that golden million right now?
But they wouldn't know what one it is.
No, they just like give you a bunch of lottery tickets. Or would you mind control someone behind the counter at Potbelly to give you the biggest cookie they got?
No.
I gotta think of one more. What's something Wes wants? Would you mind control Monse to stop being mean to you?
I might. Think I'm gonna work on that.
Last thing, the Gorma glove gauge. Again, they did not take off their gloves. I now think for sure they aren't wearing gloves. Those are their real hands. Gara Zydos shot them. They don't have human hands underneath. It's just white hands with big old claws. Do we have any? Do you have any other notes?
No, I don't.
Nicole.
Nope.
All right, Wes. Where can we find you on social media?
Nowhere.
I know.
Got
it. His phone number is.
What?
Oh, I'm just gonna I'm gonna beep it out so it makes it
hashtag-
sound.
Hashtag dubs not subs.
That's where you can find him on social media. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at MSS Pod, on Instagram at MSS Podcast. You can email us anything, whatever you want to. Let us on Twitter. Let us know if you prefer subs or dubs, or if there are any special cases where you prefer one over the other. Email us msspod@yahoo.com. Also follow Marshland Media, where you can find out about this podcast and other podcasts under this plume, which right now is only I'll Get There with Courtney and Monse, and I got forced into being the third member on that show.
You love it.
I mean, it's yeah. That means that means when we start getting ad revenue, it bumps up from 10% to 33%.
Ooh.
They screwed themselves out of 23% of profits.
Whatever.
Nicole, You got anything to
Hi.
plug?
Hi, I'm Darling Homebody on Instagram, Etsy, Facebook, Tumblr, Redbubble, and that's it.
What's one thing on
And
Etsy?
Crumb Bums.
Oh, yes, Crumb Bums, our comic.
Crumb Bums.
Wes is a huge fan of it. I'm not even
Number
joking.
1 fan.
You are our number 1 fan. That's
Yes.
not a lie.
That's not yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
And he'll be featured in some coming up. We have a few that Wes has been written into that are really funny. Nicole, if you have anything if you want anyone on Etsy or Redbubble to go to specifically, what should they be trying to buy?
All of it.
Okay. I'll give a plug to something she has on there. She made hand-drawn acrylic charms of the Chinese zodiac of the skulls of each animal. Super cool, super awesome. You should check them out. And I guess that's it for today. We'll be back next week. We will have Nick Period, rapper podcaster from the Super Guys on the show, talking and chit-chatting. My name's Ben James.
My name's Bin Nicole.
And I'm Wes.
And we've been
Mostly Speaking Sentai.
See, Wes listens. He knows what's the deal.
Gets it.
He gets it.
You could. We know magic is real. We've watched. Have you ever watched a special?
Magic is real.
Have you ever watched a special on like a magic special, and you're like, there's no explanation of how that could be done. This person has to be magic.
No.
We watched Magic for Humans on Netflix. Watch it. You'll be like, oh yeah, magic is real. There's no way this person isn't a for real wizard doing
For real wizard.
Yeah, he's a for real wizard. That's the biggest lie that illusionists will tell you is you're like, oh, it's magic. And they're like, no. These are just illusions, sleight of hand. That's the lie. They are really doing magic. They don't want the government to
a
know,
magic
though.
trick. It's just magic.
Yeah. There's no trick about it.
Okay.
You want to know my favorite trick? The daddy sort. Trick Daddy.
What?
He's a rapper.
Trick Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I couldn't tell you any of his songs, though. What's his biggest song?
I don't know the name of it.